Hello, good evening and welcome to BBC GMR Sounds of Folk. I'm Ali O'Brien and we've got a really special evening for you tonight with some very famous guests who are celebrating a very special birthday. Yes, we've got the Houghton Weavers, all of them. I'll be talking to them very soon and they'll be performing live in the studio. I'm not going to get this right, am I? It's Steve, Tony, Jeff and David.
You did get it right.
Is that the right order?
It certainly is.
100%.
You are just fantastic. Let's go back a few years. Of course, you're celebrating a very special birthday, aren't you?
This is true. We're 30 years old this year, in fact. Just about now.
About this time of month.
Yeah, about 8:15.
We all started when we were 10 years old.
And to say you must have been babes in arms when this all started, or you had long paper rounds, didn't you?
We wish.
So, how did you manage to get on the BBC talent show We'll Call You?
I think it's an interfering mother of mine. The lineup at that time was included my brother Dennis. And obviously Mum's got two sons in this band. And she wrote to the BBC complaining that the sort of entertainment shows that they had on, which I think at the time were Opportunity Knocks and another one, but
yes.
I think it was something like that. And she said, I've got two lads in a band and they're a lot better than all the rubbish that you've got, so give them a chance.
That's
and,
fantastic.
A guy called Terry Wheeler got in touch with us basically, and the rest is history.
So, is that how your very famous programme came about? I can't pronounce this. You told me
Sit
before.
Dan.
Sit the Dan.
Dan.
Oh, I won't.
It doesn't matter. It's just a Lancashire expression, and parts of Lancashire would say it differently than I do. But yeah, we were asked to do this We'll Call You, which was like Opportunity Knocks. And what they did, they showed acts, but that's all they did. They showed them. They didn't. People didn't vote. So we were one of the acts that had a 2-song spot. It's not 2 minutes. It was two songs.
Can you remember what they were now?
Oh yeah, we sang Lowlands Law.
Oh, lovely, beautiful.
And Sit Thee Down. And within 3 months, Terry Wheeler rang us up and said, "Do you think you can get 36 songs together?" I said, "Oh, we know hundreds of songs. That's not a problem." And we came in this show that they titled Sit Thee Down. We didn't know it was called Sit Thee Down till we got here, and we didn't know until we got here in this building that it was actually our show. We thought we were guests on somebody else's show.
You're joking.
Absolutely not. No.
That's amazing.
And we arrived and it was our show and we were stars and blah blah blah, and we did 6 series of it, and we were absolutely gobsmacked. We were only used to singing in the back rooms of pubs, maybe a school hall occasionally. So it was brilliant.
What format did the show take?
Well, there were 2 guests on the show, but we thought it was their show, and that was Stu Francis and Joe Gladwin. And we sang sort of 2 or 3 folk songs, and then it cut to a pub scene where Joe Gladwin, he's a guy called Baker, Mr. Joe Gladwin, he, along with Stu Francis, would sort of tell anecdotes about life in general, and then it sort of switched back to the Weavers.
What kind of music would you say yours is? I mean, when I go to festivals and clubs, you do hear some kind of a lot of people coming out with a lot of very purist views, on this is folk music and this isn't. What would you say yours is?
I think we'd like to think of ourselves as we've kind of evolved into what we are. We used to do a lot of traditional songs. Now we do some contemporary songs and a lot of throw in fun songs as well.
Where do you get your material from?
Traditional songs.
Oh, sure, yeah, but it's not all traditional now.
Where do you get your material from? How do you choose the vast number of songs that you do choose to sing?
Out of a lucky bag, really.
Well, if somebody comes up with a new song, said I heard a song on an album or on the telly or whatever, and we all listen to it, do we fancy that one? And we say yeah or nay, really.
Have each of you individually, any of you got favourite songs that you've sung over the years? Steve first.
Right. What we've actually sung?
Yeah, over the years, which has been your favourite?
The Water Is Wide, I would think.
Oh, that's lovely.
Irish traditional, yeah.
Yeah. Steve, just tell our listeners, what do you do in the group?
I'm a keyboard player and bass player.
And you used to be
and a little piano accordion now and again. And the odd bit of guitar.
Go on, Tony. Now, what's your favourite song?
I'm not sure, really.
Was it Well Over because it's the last one?
No, don't be like that. No, I mean, I must admit, I do like A Man Like Thee. We've always sung that from day one.
Yeah.
I mean, we originally heard it from the Tinkers, the Oldham Tinkers, but it's one we've sung from day one, and probably sung it not every night, but regularly, for 30 years. It's just nice song.
And what's your role in the group?
Have I got a role?
Brewing up.
I just sing. I do nothing else.
Oh, never mind that. That's
Tell the odd story,
Yeah, joke.
but I sing. I'm multi-instrumentalist, of
Yeah,
course.
Multi-talented.
No, you're not.
Very multi-talented, multi-instrumentalist, but I
And
do
you're
sing
a
as
very
well.
proud dad as well today, aren't you?
Very proud dad, yes. My two lads competed in the Brass Band Championships of Great Britain, and as part of Bolton Youth Brass Band, and they won.
Oh, great.
Royal Northern College of Music.
Oh, give them a clap. I hope they're
Champions
listening.
of Great Britain.
Fantastic.
Wonderful.
And Jeff.
I kind of like the song Dublin in the Rare Old Times.
Oh.
Dublin is one of my favourite cities, of course. And,
Beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's a lovely song.
And the Jameson's place is there, isn't it, as well?
It does help, doesn't it?
Yeah. And the Guinness.
Of course, yes. There is a certain attraction to the other side of the water.
Yeah.
Can't think quite what it is, but there you go.
And what do you play?
I play guitar and bass and talk nonsense sometimes and.
That lovely story.
Try.
Tell them that lovely story. You're talking about
What's
Guinness
that?
and Dublin and, and blah blah blah.
Yeah, there's a little pub in Dublin on the quays there, opposite the entrance to the Ha'penny Bridge, the pedestrian bridge across the Liffey. And we were in there one lunchtime, and we were having a bit of a. Well, we were having lunch, of course. And
Liquid.
Yeah, indeed. Yes.
Cup of tea.
Yeah, we were talking about actually this very thing, doing local radio interviews, national radio interviews, whatever. And the story came out of it was that one of the lads from the Dubliners they'd been over here, and they'd been on a local radio programme, and the guy said, first of all, we'd like to welcome our guests, the Dubliners. Hey. First question, lads, where are you from?
You joke? Oh no. Oh. That's the kind of thing I would ask. Yeah.
Well, it happens, doesn't it, in life situations.
I've just realised, is that why you're called the Houghton Weavers? Because you're from West Houghton?
That's exactly right.
Oh, do you know? It's taken me a while,
It's
hasn't
only
it?
30 years to work that one out.
Actually, most people don't make that connection because of the absence of the West bit.
Yeah.
We originally, people ask us, are we from Houghton near Preston?
Yeah,
Houghton
that's right, yeah.
Near Liverpool.
That's right, yeah.
But no, it's West Houghton.
Yeah.
And the first couple of nights we went, we didn't know what to call ourselves 30 years ago. So we just said, call ourselves the West Houghton Weavers. And after a couple of gigs, we said, it's a lousy name, that. But we couldn't think of anything else, so we just chopped the West off.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
And over finally, last but not least, David. What's your favourite song?
Well, my
Wake up,
favourite
man.
song is Bat Out of Hell, really. But, no, my favourite.
You're going to do that one next, are you?
Yeah, that's true. My favourite Weavers song is very similar to Tony's, and it's the title track that we used to sing, Sit Thee Down.
Yeah.
And it tells of the hospitality of a Lancashire household, and I think it's an absolutely wonderful song.
And what do you play in the group?
I play a bit of guitar, a little bit of mandolin, and occasionally a bit of banjo, when they let me.
And a couple
When you
as
like-
well.
Oh, I have been known to... play
David is
guitar.
actually a multi-instrumentalist.
You all seem... You've got...
But nearly as good as me.
Shut up.
You've got a great lining pattern, and you seem to get on so well. Has it always been like this for the 30 years?
Oh, yeah.
Or have you walked out on each other?
It's like golden wedding, never a crossword. What a load of rubbish. What a load of rubbish. They must never have spoken to each other. Of course we have crosswords, lots of times. And I mean, we are like a married, a family.
Yeah.
We've been together for... of course we've had crosswords, lots of them. But we make up at the end of it.
So what next?
I'll tell you what next.
All right.
I'll tell you what next.
tell you what next.
To Blue Jay, I'll tell you.
Yes.
We got an email last week from the BBC in London asking if they could use one of the Houghton Weavers tracks on a new BBC One production of Macbeth.
Yeah.
So I don't know
Which one? Which track?
We don't know.
We don't know. We're thinking like the Blackpool Bell or something like that.
Answers on a postcard. It
Maggie
could be
May?
interesting,
No.
couldn't it? Well, we don't know. We don't do on Hubble Bubble, Toil and Trouble or anything.
So we've not a clue, but they want to use one of our tracks and like we're just gobsmacked as to which one.
Yeah. Thank you so much for coming in, and especially thank you for bringing
Thank
the 3
you, thanks for
albums.
inviting
Thanks,
us.
Ali. Thanks for
Nice
the
to be
invitation.
here.
Absolutely brilliant. What we're going to finish with?